You have enough Goofy Goober tokens. Now I can teach you the bash move.
Now I'm the master. Wow! Thanks, Mindy!
Those radio towers are broadcasting Plankton's hypnotizing messages. If we don't do something soon, every creature in the sea will be under Plankton's control. You have to go into the desert and shut them down.
Isn't this the really dangerous desert that no one has ever returned from?
No. I think that's the desert next to this one.
Oh! Well, in that case, I'll have those towers shut down in a jiffy.
Ah, yes. Now learning the new bash move, we can just do boop, mop it up there. However, welcome to a desert. Actually, welcome to two random people standing behind you laughing. Maniacally. Or just constantly. Unnaturally. Anyways, 3,000 miles to Shell City. I always prefer, when you get the new bash move, I always like upgrading it. Well, it's very helpful for this new ability, because you now can now detonate the glove on top. Oh, sorry, okay, it's cutscene. Basically, Patrick teaches you that in doubt of enemies, back them in the booty. Even the corners. No, basically, yeah. You just go ahead. You can kind of like taunt them here, and then just explode. They got their own demise from exploding their butt. Poor souls. As you got these guys over here, different version of the Hammer Bros. Don't why they basically reskinned. Okay, thank you SpongeBob for that saying that. Nice, we got a nice little mini game, and these are some so-so attempts to try to make a puzzle. Basically, do one, do the other. It kind of reminds you of Goo Lagoon from Battlefield Bikini Bottom. You can also reflect them back at them. However, why would you do that when you can just do this and get it all in one kill? However, they will take 2 hits if you do not have the explosion. My memory serves me right. I usually don't stick around without having the explosions. So, especially my recommendation is just do it quickly. You can get a lot of money from the go-karts. Why did I say go-karts? Wow. The Krabby Patty driving one. You can get a lot from that, so. And also it's recommended that you do it before you finish this level, because if you do it before the next level, then you get more memory points. So if you go back and try to do it, then you get less. Now heading in the back here, get an extra. And then you explode these for no good reason. Because you get a lot of money from that, actually. You get 20. So, why not? Oh, 10. Sorry, I can't count it, but apparently. Or at least it was counting up. So anyways, the main purpose of this level is to destroy these certain giant broadcasting towers that Plankton has created. This is going to spit more stuff at it. See, you can just reflect it back. It is quicker if you can get the timing down right. But roll and press the button. So basically, press Y there. Y. Thank you for giving me a whole paragraph of that. I'm going to spin that. Sorry, I just look like some of the quotes sometimes. Grab that, and do this, and I'll explode. There you go. Now, let's get rid of this confusive. Let's make up a word here. Confusive. Confuddling? I don't know. Not confuddling. But my question is, why is there a giant button right next to the machine that it makes it explode? That's horrible design plan. I guess it's like mandatory for a villain though to have every single invention have a self-destruct plan. So then you boot out the national evil People Association if you don't. NIPA. And I got hit with the jellyfish there. I love how they're wearing bucket helmets now. Because obviously jellyfish are evil. Not by nature. So we have to hypnotize them. Knee slapper! Hey! So anyways, now I got 3 of these. Now how on earth am I supposed to do this? Well, just do. Now with explosion you can get 2 for 1 deal. So that laugh is getting very annoying. So continue down here and wow, whoo! Had a little second of, I want to say lag, but not really lag, but lack of paying attention, I think, on my part. An explosion thinking, if they move, you can actually make that explosion move with them. And eventually you can get the explosion to move on with them. So, that's actually why I kind of like the explosion. Now, the steam here can be really iffy in later levels. Because in later levels, jump up top, thank you. Now you can't jump in, you can't grab. Anyways, sorry, what was I talking about? Get distracted again. What was I talking about? That's a very good question. I can't think of what I was talking about. No, I can't. Just completely forget about it. Now I get the new task here, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Goofy Gober. Ugh, and a Goofy Gober token at the end. Now this one actually will give you a bunch of nice little tasks you can do. Number 1, if you first just go across, get the obvious one. Yes, Plankton, we know you're gonna destroy all of us. Let's laugh. So just keep bouncing. And eventually you'll reach Gober to. And it still isn't synced up. It's gonna annoy me. Go back here, throw the rocket, and you get the bungee challenge. Now, if you have not upgraded, let's see if this works. I don't know exactly, because I know if I did this with a different weapon. This is no. I'm trying to explain this. See the boxes back here? That means you destroy this one first, this one second, this one third, and this one fourth. However, if you just do this, it works. Because you destroyed that one first, and they all just exploded. That's basically it. So, there's your second one. So basically this is one of your first bunch of challenges, which means you need to bungee and you need to destroy all of the floating targets. That is not very hard for this first one. You can get the manly points, but you need to get them before you destroy all the targets, because as soon as you destroy all the targets, we'll be moved on to the next one. So if you want to get all the manly points here, well, too bad for you, because I can actually time that, but if you just spam it, you should be just fine. You'll get health if you need it. I really wish they would fix that. It's always gonna annoy me. And but I really didn't open up the first box though. I'm glad they put that in. Then jumping back here, punches you back all the way back to the beginning. However, a few people who are observant at home saw there was something that we might want if we can jump over this. So reactivate it, have them be summoned. No, Plankton, that's kind of disgusting. I don't want to be taken away by a 1 inch tall piece of plankton. Har har. Plant, I guess? He's a plant. Plant's not a plant. No, it isn't. And then you get these sponge ball challenges. You know that sponge ball ability? That the kind of the thing that you could pick up at Battle for Bikini Bottom? Well, it's got its own mini levels here in the movie. Basically, you just roll around as SpongeBob, and you kind of got these like kind of mini obstacle courses that you can roll with. Here's something to roll with. They'll give you little obstacles, those red things. As soon as you roll over them, will disappear. Fans will block you and knock you if you bump into them. these moving platforms, if you're fast enough, you can just sprint across these. But it's better to be safe than sorry, because there is no checkpoints allowed. That one you have to time right. You can't go halfway and stop, because, well, that's not right. These things don't really blow you away, but they will chop you and kind of block you. So this one, you can take it slow and steady. And I recommend it, because, hey, I don't want to redo this, so. I got one last one here. You got a bunch of reds and the fans, so time it just right, then make a break for it. One short for 5,000. Wow. That's it. This is the easiest one, so. The other ones I might take 5 takes on. 5, that's my estimate for the third one. 5 takes. I mean, usually if you get past the puzzles and know what you're doing, it ain't that hard. But hey, I mean, especially, it takes some time to get used to the physics of the ball. If you played Bikini Bottom, Battle for It, say that backwards, then you should be just fine. Now you have to bop all the way back here. I'll meet you back at the button. Now on this side once more. I'm gonna save this because we're gonna get another upgrade soon. Right? I'm trying to think. No, actually, might be a little bit. Now we have a moving target here. Just hit it. And why do we have? I still don't get this. I mean, this one's even connected to flying balloons. Why? It means you have to go out of your way to set that button. Really? Really? Let's get a slow movement on. And according to SpongeBob, we're man. Destroy some more of these. I'm glad you like opening presents. I like opening presents too, SpongeBob. That's really beside the point at this point.
Be sure not to touch these, or you'll
Well,
get
thank
hurt.
you for saying that, because I did not know that. Did I really die to a jellyfish? I really died to a jellyfish. Sure, grab this. Random spin of the camera there. And we get these block challenges. The floating block challenges is kind of a new concept. It takes the dream stages from the dream stage from Bikini Bottom. I think that's most reminiscent of it. If you actually compare it to anything else THQ has made before, a different level. Playing with these floating block levels, so you see up there that treasure chest, be very, very, almost always, I think except maybe one challenge, one floating block challenge does not have an extra. All the other floating block challenges have an extra hidden in it. So, that makes it pretty dang easy to remember that. This first one again, like the sponge ball challenge, is pretty dang easy. So maybe wait a little bit, be patient. If you die, you'll go back to the last checkpoint. These, unlike the sponge ball challenges, I said ball challenges, do have checkpoints. So as soon as we come up here to this giant wooden platform, we get a checkpoint here. So if you do die, your time will keep counting. However, you will have the privilege of not having to go all the way back to the start, and you just have to wait a little bit on it. Ain't too hard, ain't too bad. Now some of these will just spin, and really if they just spin like, what is this, laterally? Laterally. They're bad, but you get some of these, they'll spin vertically, then you have a problem. Especially those who spin constantly, because that's really hard to judge a jump on like I had a little trouble before. However, if you keep jumping on it like I was lucky enough to have, you should be able to manage to get yourself back on. These ice ones, when touched, will start to melt. So keep moving, and then the background gets all freaky. Why? I'll never really know. I mean, there's some money up, not money, some random manly points up here. Can I just jump? Yeah, I can. So there we go. First floating block challenge. This stage introduces a lot of mechanics. Now continue on your way. Let's destroy this one dude because he's looking at you funny. You can hit this thing and you bounce over to this random section here. This is what you call, and they'll do a lot in these levels, the random, hey, let's throw a bunch of enemies at you and see how well you do at defeating them sessions. So basically it will either consist of one or more spawners, or just a bunch of enemies thrown at you once after another. They aren't really too hard, however they annoyingly break the floor, and I really don't think they're necessary for the game. They could have done way better if it just had, you know, random They didn't really have to break. They always seem to really break the action, just throw enemy after enemy at you. It's kind of not necessary. So, yeah, I guess it's the developer's choice. I actually was this developer. The kids. What's these things? It wasn't when it's yellow in the box. Developer's choice for GameCube, at least. It's developer's choice. Now you got this random porta potty that seems really pointless. I mean, hey, there's in the level. Press those buttons. What could I be used? Patrick used for? Well, if you go back the way you came, backtrack. Everyone's lovely favorite hobby to do in video games, backtracking. If you jump across these platforms once more, you can see there's a little nook behind here that's very well conveniently hidden from all camera angles. I mean, it's well hidden. So Patrick is steamed. You got a random cave with ice balloons that really don't make sense, and I can't really understand what you just said due to the fact of the steam and the echoingness of the cave. I'll be patient and let this one go. I'll wait for it. Always let the gigantic ball of steam go first, kids. Well, that's not really a ball, it's more like a stream of steam. A stream of steam. Maybe they'll give you like big sails if you wait long enough. Like maybe the seasonal. Anyways, enough of the jokes. I don't know what I got hit by there. What? See the hitbox of the steam. I'll go back to that. The main problem with these hitboxes is that it ain't gradual. Like as soon as it starts, the whole entire area where steam will eventually take up automatically becomes a hitbox. So even if you jump it, if you're there and standing there before the steam even pops out of it, you're still gonna be hit by it. It's kind of weird, but just go with it. Jump back inside the box, pet back here, and let's give a nice little hopperoo back to the beginning part of the level, because, well, we got him still talking. Now this is a little bit harder if you don't have... Anyway, actually, you don't have the reflecting upgrade for Plankton, or Patrick. Did one just kill you? No, one must have killed the box. I was gonna say they can't really kill each other. That's kind of stupid on that part. So anyways, nothing left, just destroy. 2 for 1. Hold on. That was way off. Cruel way to die. Just watch for the radio. And I'm set on fire. Radio killed the laughing star.